In this video, we're going to discuss the supposed negative health effects of consuming a high-protein diet. My name is Leif. I'm a vegan bodybuilder and fitness coach, and I am on a mission to help 1 million vegans get into the best shape of their lives. And you might know that I really advocate a high-protein diet. So I recommend consuming a high-protein diet whether you're working to build muscle or you're working to shred fat and get ripped. So in fact, I actually eat anywhere from about 180 grams to 200 grams of protein per day. And my current body weight is about 191 pounds. So yes, that's a lot of protein. No, you probably don't need to be eating that much to build muscle or shred fat, but higher protein diets are optimal. So the question is consuming a higher protein diet actually detrimental to your health in any way? And when I tell most people how much protein that I eat in a given day, most people will give me a look of surprise or perhaps even concern. And they'll say things like, well, isn't a high protein diet bad for you? And yes, it can be bad for you if you are consuming animal products, not if you are consuming a high-protein plant-based diet. So in this video, I'm going to really explain all of the science backing this claim, and we're going to first start by discussing all the potential negative health effects of a high-protein diet that your friends tell you or that you see in the news or whatever. So according to Harvard Medical School, health conditions linked to a high-protein diet include high cholesterol and a higher risk of cardiovascular disease, weight gain, increased cancer risk, and kidney disease. So let's go through each one and consider whether these are actually legitimate risks of a high-protein diet or specifically risks of a high animal protein diet, because there's a difference between animal protein and plant protein, which we'll get into in this video. So let's start by talking about dietary protein's effect on high cholesterol and heart disease. Now, a vegan diet is by definition cholesterol free. Plant foods contain absolutely no cholesterol. That is something that you just get from animal foods. And as such, plant-based foods have been proven to lead to a significant drop in blood cholesterol, thereby reducing the risk of our number one killer, which is heart disease. Now, even though your body does need cholesterol to form hormones and fat-soluble vitamins, your body can produce all the cholesterol it needs from raw materials such as fat, sugar, and proteins. You do not need to consume any dietary cholesterol whatsoever. Furthermore, a 2010 meta-analysis conducted by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine confirmed that a low-fat, plant-based nutritional approach improves control of weight and cardiovascular risk. So speaking of weight control, let's talk about dietary protein's effect on weight gain. Now, the reality is that a century of metabolic research has proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that energy balance is the main mechanism that regulates weight loss and weight gain. A high-protein diet can make you gain weight if and only if your high-protein intake puts you into a caloric surplus where you're eating more calories every day than you burn. That is the only possible way that you can gain weight. Now let's talk about dietary protein's effect on cancer risk. In the largest study of diet and health in human history, researchers followed 545,000 men and women aged 50 to 71 for 10 years. This is the most rigorous study of meat and mortality that has ever been conducted in history. The scientists in the study came to one simple conclusion: meat consumption is associated with increased risk of dying from cancer, dying from heart disease, and dying prematurely in general. Now, this conclusion was made after controlling for other dietary and lifestyle factors, thereby excluding the possibility that people who ate meat also smoked more, exercised less, or failed to eat their fruits and veggies. Now, the researchers hypothesized that heme iron, which is the iron found in blood and muscle, which is the iron found in animal products, was largely to blame. Now, heme iron generates cancer-causing free radicals and has been linked to heart disease. Plant foods, however, contain all of the iron that you need, but in a different form, non-heme iron, which doesn't generate the same cancer-causing free radicals that heme iron from animal products does. Furthermore, phytonutrients and phytates in plant foods help slow down and even stop cancer cell growth. Now let's talk about dietary protein's effect on kidney disease, which is one of the most common concerns that I hear from people when they're considering increasing their protein intake. High animal protein intake can have a profound negative influence on normal kidney function by inducing a state called hyperfiltration, which causes a dramatic increase in the workload of the kidneys. Now, this isn't such a bad thing if it happens occasionally. If you have healthy kidneys, you already have quite a bit of built-in reserve kidney function, which is why we can live with just one kidney. But if you eat a meat-rich diet, you are constantly forcing your kidneys to call upon their reserves, which taxes your kidneys over time. In 1987, researchers discovered a direct correlation between those who eat plant-based diets and better kidney function. They first theorized that this was due to plant-based eaters consuming less protein overall. However, more recent research has proven that your kidneys appear to handle plant protein very differently than animal protein. Within hours of consuming meat, your kidneys are forced into hyperfiltration mode, whereas consuming an equivalent amount of plant protein causes no observable stress on your kidneys. In fact, consuming tuna fish can cause your kidney filtration rate to jump up 36% within 3 hours, but consuming an equivalent amount of protein from tofu doesn't place any additional stress on your kidneys. A 2014 study from the Chinese University of Hong Kong analyzed the effects of soy protein versus dairy protein consumption on the kidney function of 270 female subjects with ailing kidneys. The researchers found that plant protein actually helped to preserve and improve kidney function. So why is plant protein beneficial to kidney function while animal protein is detrimental to kidney function? This is because animal protein causes inflammation. In fact, in a study conducted at the University of Internal Medicine in Italy, researchers found that their subjects' hyperfiltration response to animal protein disappeared when they administered a powerful anti-inflammatory drug along with their meat-based meals. So if you want to have healthy kidneys, you can either go vegan or you can start taking anti-inflammatory drugs every time that you eat. So we've gone through each one of these high protein concerns: high cholesterol, cardiovascular disease, weight gain, cancer risk, kidney disease, and we found that a high plant protein diet actually does not contribute to any of these. Most vegans associate high protein intake with poor health because eating lots of animal products is bad for you. But it's not the protein itself that's bad for you, it's the cholesterol, saturated fat, heme iron, drug residues, added hormones, and pathogens like Salmonella and E. coli that harm you and cause inflammation. And all of those come from animal protein. So I hope that you found this video to be really helpful and to set the record straight on animal versus plant protein and why it's okay to eat a higher plant protein diet without any detrimental effects. If you found value in this episode, please be sure to subscribe to our channel for more vegan health and fitness knowledge. And if you'd like to learn everything that you need to know about how to shred fat and get ripped as a vegan, you can head to veganshredding.com to get your free copy of my new book, Vegan Fat Shredding Secrets. And if you're ready to radically transform your body and life and you'd like to work with me one-on-one to accomplish your vegan health and fitness goals, then I'd like to invite you to apply to my Vegan Superhero Academy. I'll work with you one-on-one to teach you everything that you need to know to get into the best shape of your life. You can click the link in the description or head to vegansuperheroacademy.com. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope that you found a ton of value in this episode. Until next time, keep challenging the freaking status quo.